Hi, thank you for joining me in this analysis. I am Bitcoin Gorilla, and in this analysis, I'll be looking at Polkadot. We are going to be drawing this chart together from scratch, so do hang in there. If you're new to trading and you want to learn technical analysis and how to read chart, we have Makaveli Traders, and our strategy is very simple, strictly pure price action strategy. And I'm going to be sharing one of those simple strategies with you. I'll be drawing the levels and try to find out what direction is Polkadot going to actually continue. Are we going to keep pumping up, or are we going to have a deeper pullback? If you've not subscribed, do subscribe so that you get instant notification whenever I post. I post analysis all the time about altcoins and Bitcoin as well. And if you've not liked this video, do support us. The best you can do to support us, we're not asking for much, it's just your like so that this video will reach as many people as possible, because with more likes, the algorithm seems to do justice when there's more views and more like. So do help us support our channel that is new and we're trying to grow. So thank you very much. So we're going to start first by locating the levels, the support and resistance level. Now, as a price action trader, support and resistance are the most important things you want to first identify without indicators. Now, all our analysis, we hardly use indicator, and even if we employ, it's going to be EMAs and probably simple pivot to support and confirm our analysis. So if I put this the first level I'm noticing, and I will tell you the level is right here, right? And right here. So what I need is minimum of 2 touches of rejections, right? Minimum of 2 points that has caused rejection in the past. Another one is right here, right? The good answer, the good reason I'm putting it is right here and right here. Now, I can put another one right here, right? Because that's the support where the price stopped dropping at. And I can see that I can have another support right here, right? You can see the touches right right here and right here. So that's a good support. Now, one thing about this support is just having it like this is going to be a little, I think I can still have one right here, right? Yeah, where it is at, because of this point. I can tell you why I did that. Why I put that is because um there's a clear rejection right here, and I have another one that happened on recent, and another one right here, another one here, another one here. So I see that rejections, and I'm going to take note of it. Now, after highlighting this with horizontal line, of course we know that we cannot treat support and resistance as a line. The reason being that these lines will easily get what pierced, and price can easily break through them. In that situation, we're going to find ourselves getting haunted. So maybe we'll enter a position that is on support. We're confident it's on support, but unfortunately we get our support broken and price dive through our support only to come back up and continue the pump. Now, to avoid such scenarios, in Makaveli Trader, what we use is we treat support and resistance as an area. So how do I do that? So what is happening now, I'm going to implement my boss strategy, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to contain all the dramas that has happened since the recovery. So the recovery started from here. So I'm going to contain everything inside the box, right? So this is my box. Why am I putting the box right here? I'm putting the box because to me, there's still no clear breakout if price is still under the previous all-time high, right? It means that price is still struggling if it's back to previous all-time high. But the good thing is that now the area is acting as a support, but we're going to find that area. So the next thing I'm going to find is, like I said, I don't treat my support and resistance as a line. So what I need to do is to locate the area of the big box that I just created, the area of support and resistance. The area of support and resistance is very important. The area of support and resistance. And this is my major support area, right? So I'm going to highlight it in red. Right, and this is my major support area. So now I'm going to look for my major resistance area just for this particular box. And my major resistance area is right here, right? This is my major resistance area. So now I'm left with the body of the box. Now, what does this tell me? It tells me that this is the weekly box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the daily chart and look for daily box and see how this is. You can see that the drawing I did on the weekly is likely corresponding with all my daily chart. So I can see that right here clearly. I want to contain the major sideways again, just like I did with the weekly chart. I want to contain the major sideways I see on the daily chart. So the major sideways for me is right here, right? I'm going to change the color of that box to probably white. Okay, so that's the major. Let's get this right. Extend to this point and extend to this point. Yeah, this point. Yes. So this is the major support and resistance area that we have, the middle of the box. But it will have been much better we leave it here. Here is much better because I'm also going to, let's take it back. Instead, we're going to look for the support and resistance area of the inner box as well. So that will be the cover of here. So it's okay for us to leave it at that top. What color should we use now? Blue probably. All right. So we're going to use blue. So the next thing I'm going to lose is the bottom of the box, right? I'm also going to find the support and resistance area of the bottom of the box. I need to extend this box to cover all the point where price acted funny in this area, and this is the extent. All right, so now I can extend it down. So what I'm saying right here, so now I have been able to map out the inside of the box and the middle of the box. Now what I'm seeing here right now is telling me a very clear story, right? So before I go on, I would like to draw the trend lines and see what the trend lines look like, what we can actually get from this. And I can see a clear trend line is right here, right? So from what I'm seeing right here is there is a mini bias line that is here that is being currently respected, but that bias line is under threat. I'm going to tell you why it's under threat. It's under a serious threat. And as we can see that price as well, let's zoom this in so that we're going to see the charts clearly. Now, you can see why I say currently we see Polkadot have done really good, like I said. And this is the first touch, this is the second touch, and this is the third touch. Now, I do expect that if these buyers are going to continue their story, they are journey to the upside, that they shouldn't go below this point, right? Anything that goes below this point is going to be risky. Why? It's going to be breaking this line that price has been respecting, and as well it's going to break this support, right? This resistance area, it's actually a resistance area that now is acting as support. It's supposed it is supposed to act as support. Remember, trading is a game of probability, so that's why I'm using that word. Supposed. It's supposed to act as a support. Because why? It has been previously broken, got to the top of the bigger box, and returned to a support. So this point is supposed to now act because it's a previous resistance, is now supposed to act as a support because price action says that previous support when broken always act as a resistance, and previous resistance when broken always act as a support. So in our situation, it was a resistance in the past here, and now after being rejected twice, one, two, it returned back to it and then broke through it, right? After breaking through it, it has returned back to it again. Now, this is what I call a retest. But here's the threat: how deep can this retest go? Will this retest get to this point? Remember, the entire of this point is actually a box. And what we see is that the price has fallen into the box, but it's still hanging at the top of it. So chances of it pulling up is high. Chances of it pulling up is high. Chances of it going down is also high. Because why? It is hanging at the top. It's just like one foot in, one foot out, right? So at this point, buyers have to actually hold up because anything that breaks um the current support that they are holding, you can see they are forming some sort of sideways on that support. Anything that breaks it, anything that breaks what, 38 dollars to $37 will definitely lead Polkadot next to 26.6 area, right? And at worst, we could not at worst. Let me not use that word. So do pardon me. Let's say it could go further if the sell-off continues. It could get toward $23. Now, I do not wish that we retest this point again, because that is where the next what bias line is standing. So on a bigger time frame, on a higher time frame like the weekly, we know that the support that is strong enough to take this move, to continue the move, is around $14, right? But remember, mind you, it's still a bullish market. The reason is we are still respecting the market structure of higher lows, right? Higher highs. Sorry, higher lows. Yes, higher lows, and we still have higher highs. That's a bull market structure based on price action. So even at worst case scenario, the dump is coming. Just know that. But the dump at worst case scenario will take us to $16 to $14 range, right? This range, $14 to $16 range at worst case scenario. Now, if the sell off get really attacked by the buyers and save the buyers coming to save the day, we have $23 as also a good support, as well as $23 up to $27. But right now we are battling the support of $38. Hopefully these bulls are able to hold it up. But this is what I see coming on Polkadot, and I think it's a good idea to stay on guard, to have your stop loss just below here, right? Around that $36. That anything that goes below $36 could likely take us as down as what, $24. So you want to save your loss, or probably if you've gotten very earlier, you can take some profit to buy more and pyramid your trade when trade goes down. Like I said, if you've not subscribed, do subscribe, because I do make short analysis all the time. And Makaveli Trader is a place where you learn simple price action trading strategy. We'll teach you how to trade, and it's a lifetime access. So guess what? You trade with me for life. You trade with me futures, sport, and as well as join me in staking. Trust me, if you've not visited, I'm going to leave the link to the website on the under this video, so that you can visit the website and see for yourself what we got to offer. Let me tell you something: you are capable of winning all the time. But let me tell you the thing: this is futures. You can't win all the time. That is the honest truth. You cannot win all the time, but you are capable of learning with each trade. That is winning to me. When you learn with each trade, you are winning, because now you know how to avoid the last mistake or making the same mistake over and over again. And trust me, when you trade with Makaveli Traders, there's no FOMO. Trust me, we trade only when there is something to trade. This market is 85% time on sideways movement. You must know when to enter a trade and when to exit it. That is the most important thing. And timing is everything. That is why we have Makaveli Traders, so that we can improve your skill. Trust me, it's a lifetime access. You trade with me for life, and I train you on Zoom. 3 months intensive training. 3 months intensive live training. Like, you're actually going to see me trade, and not just trade with me, you are going to get lifetime mentorship. So I will be with you throughout your trading. Wherever you have issues, I'll be there to not just guide you, I'll be there to ride with you. Like I said, I am Bitcoin Gorilla. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to support me with your life.